Almost all Americans believe in ghosts, and they're one of the biggest proofs of God. People might ask, what do ghosts have to do with God? I'll tell you. Everyone knows that ghosts exist. It's just basic common knowledge. There virtually isn't a single person, theist or atheist, that hasn't had an encounter with a ghost at some point in their life. It might just be getting the heebie-jeebies when you're in the basement, or it might be actually meeting and talking with a spirit. Despite evidence for ghosts being abundant, mainstream science still laughs at their existence, just like they laugh at God. Sidestream science, however, knows that ghosts exist. Just like there's ample scientific evidence for God, there's ample scientific evidence for ghosts. For one, we can actually measure with temperature ghosts. Ghosts are evil and give off a cold presence when they're near. So a cold breeze in the middle of the night is a good sign you're being haunted. I had a lot of personal experience with ghosts growing up. I was homeschooled as a kid, so I would spend every day alone in the house while my parents were working. I had the misfortune of growing up in a haunted house. I would never go in the computer room because I could always hear noises coming from inside. There was nowhere else in the house. Whenever I would run past to get to the bathroom, it would sound almost like a It used to scare me so bad, I couldn't even study some days. More recently, I've had many encounters with ghosts. I'm a youth pastor, and part of my job is spending overnight lock-ins with the kids at the church. Well, one night 2 months ago was perhaps the single scariest moment of my entire life. Let me start off by saying this church has already been proven to be haunted by the St. Louis Ghost Hunter Society. This made me a little bit scared to spend the night there, but someone else had mentioned the idea, and I didn't want to look weak in front of my youth congregation. There were 6- and 7-year-olds that weren't even scared. Well, we had been locked in for several hours, and we decided to tell ghost stories. So the whole aura of the night was evil. Well, this one kid, Josiah, he told perhaps the scariest story I've ever heard in my life. So I was pretty scared after that. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, there was a loud bang outside. And the lights cut off. So I jumped out of my chair and ran to the door and just started banging as hard as I could, just screaming, "Let us out! Let us out! Please, God, please!" Oh, God, I was screaming. I was on the verge of tears. The kids were screaming and crying. It was perhaps one of the worst experiences you could imagine. So that was my latest encounter with a ghost. Anyone that could tell me that wasn't a ghost is just stupid. You had to have been there. It was the scariest thing I've ever experienced, ever, in my life. And that's pretty conclusive proof to me. So let me know what encounters you've had with ghosts in your lifetime, whether you're an atheist or a theist. I just want to hear your experiences. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.